finally, we're not going to do like dotted half notes there. You followed her. Will you? It was like more like dotted quarter.
Because that seems too long.
Yeah, it's not will you. Yeah,
That's too much.
Oh, okay, I see.
you followed her perfectly, but don't so don't.
Ease this pain, holy
You're
friend.
doing fine. You don't need it.
What is A minor G? I don't know what that one is. If you show me that, I can do it. A minor G. Okay.
Or I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll give you my 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, do it. I love that. Is there a guitar stand?
I'll go look.
Okay.
Maybe it comes off.
Maybe in his office.
The food running.
Oh, yeah. So are we doing that because it says to switch it if Aton's not here?
Oh, okay.
But I don't,
What are we switching it to?
it says work Fred Calvin if Aton's not there.
Maybe I just didn't think anyone else knew.
But I like that looping around and around.
Why? We said we didn't do it.
I have another one on the book, and then there's another one in my head. But
Here, can I show you this looping around and on and you
Sure.
see if you like it?
okay.
Okay. It goes like this.
Because you're rehearsing, I just fun. Oh, it's almost 6. So. Yeah. Are we good?
2 more minutes.
2 more minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one?
Sure. That's a good one. Okay. Romamu, I know. That's from
That's a classic.
yeah, not from C9. The Anabacoa. That was really well.
Want space?
Yeah.
Let's sneak you in here.
Which way? You want me to go?
Squeeze next to Lily so I don't poke you in the face.
Jeff, is this one for Rabbi? Or
Well, it's sort of brave.
sort of breaks on it?
Fran, yes.
Fran is here. Yeah. Yeah.
What more do you need for
Any other thoughts, comments,
Okay.
questions?
Well, Anabacoa, that's that one. I've got that line.
Okay, that one I'm not sure of, so I'm not going to.
Tell me if you can. So where do you want? What do you want to do before you want me to come in?
I'm sorry?
What do you want to do before I come in?
Oh, you want to play the melody like that? Or how about if I start? Jeff, where's your Marshall stack, dude?
Yeah, you're so good.
Where's your Marshall stack, dude?
A lot slower.
Okay, get
Slower
up
than
there.
I'm
Perfect, you're right on time then.
oh, look at that.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, I
And then we're changing melodies.
Yeah, so,
yeah. Was it last time you made me take it to my place?
I could have.
Is that better?
I don't think they have. It sounds familiar, but I don't think. Is that?
it's not the one he planned on doing because he was planning on doing
I've got it in my head, but I don't have music, so I don't know what key to do. And then we switch for the last verses. We're switch to
And
doing,
then,
and that one I just do the that kind of thing.
hey, team stepping up. Thank you, everyone.
I'm turning you on.
Okay. Do you want this behind you? You want to start with her? Okay.
I got this.
I'll just give it to you.
He said we're just gonna use that when he talks.
Perfect.
Which one were you gonna do?
I'm gonna just play the first one.
Maybe I can move over a little bit.
Sorry. I went really rainbow.
What's that?
I went really rainbow and I realized it was maybe a little aggressive for also never coming here.
Does anyone have the one that says rabbi in it?
That's you.
This is me?
You're the only one with the loud one.
Just checking.
Loud mic.
What's that? Yeah.
Tissues from the back.
I got you. Shabbat shalom. Loosen, loosen, baby. You. I brought a sitter for you. Do you want a sitter? You're moving around. Okay.
All right. Did anyone get to sign something that they want to change?
I just had to know. So,
Yeah.
is that relevant there? Or wait,
You can, honestly, that's what Eitan Pisha was because he wanted to teach his new Hamidah. But I actually think if you want to do any nigun to bring people back from the Hamidah, that would be great. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could make it work, but it's not really necessary. In the
do you have any
current
good you love?
So, yeah, whatever nigun you want to do, we'll go with it. Does that sound good?
Yeah. What do we usually come out with, like?
Could do like an Ose
I was
Shalom.
gonna say we almost always come out with no Shalom.
Yeah.
So we're doing the now that's a halo one at the end, so we could do Debbie Friedman. Or
Should probably.
just do old school Debbie.
I love Debbie. We do a lot of Debbie at Hillel.
Just get everything there.
Ooh.
A simple man there.
Ooh. simple kind of man. There's something you love and understand. The simple kind of man. And it is something you love and understand. Yeah? Just switch back to loosen.
I don't think you're on,
I think I'm on.
or we just can't hear you.
Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name. Will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name. Will you ease this pain? Back to loosen, 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 baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy, holy breath and holy name. Will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name. Will you ease this pain? Let's loosen one more time. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go.
Shabbat Shalom. I want to welcome everyone to HEA, to our Azamra service. We're really happy to be together to loosen, to be able to let go of whatever it is we're still holding on to from this week, and to be able to welcome in Shabbat together. One thing I am going to let go of right now, and you can help me, is nervousness about the fact that Eitan is not sitting right here. We are going to send him a big refuah shlema, some prayers for healing, and all of us are going to step up together and create this musical service for one another, for God, for ourselves together. So I'm gonna let that go, because I obviously am not going to try to replace Eitan, but instead what we've asked our Levi'im to do is we're going to lead this a little bit more davening team style. So thank you for everyone up here who's stepping up, and for all of us here together as a community. We are celebrating Pride this month. We are celebrating inclusion at HEA. We are celebrating the diversity in our Jewish community and throughout the Jewish community. And we are proud to be a rainbow community, one in which each and every person here we see as if created B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of the divine, each one of us. And we'll talk a little bit about that throughout our service here tonight. I want to thank our volunteers for helping us. I see Marcy's still out there. Alan was at the door, Bob and Marcia, and of course Morty, who is behind the scenes, and and Sherry, who does our flowers so beautifully to help bring out some color on this special time. Eitan also, although he's not here tonight, did a really lovely job putting together the selection of prayers and songs we'll be singing tonight, many of which are by queer artists, to really be able to validate their voices and their work that we'll hear from tonight, including the song Loosen by Ali Halpert that we just began with tonight. So we'll begin by turning to page 10 in our Sidurim for Yedid Nefesh.
Yedid nefesh of harachamam neshokavta eretzocha yarutada kemo ayam yishtavet
we turn to page 11 for Lechu Neranena. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Ladonai. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Ladonai. Naria, Naria, Letzor Yishenu, Nekad Mafana Betoda. Naria, Naria, Letzor Yishenu, Nekad Mafana Betoda. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Ladonai. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Ladonai. So as you may have seen in the beautiful display that Morty put for us together about B'Tselem Elohim in the lobby, and if you haven't, you should check it out sometime after the service or during dinner or sometime throughout this month. The display centers around the theme of B'Tselem Elohim. As we learn in Genesis, we are all created, all of humanity is created B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of God. And if each of us have had moments in our lives where we feel truly seen, where we feel like others are mirroring back for us that wholeness and holiness that we can feel in our lives. And unfortunately, there are other times in our lives where we don't feel that being mirrored back at us. We read in this week's Torah portion, Shalach Lecha, about the scouts that go out. There's 12 of them that go out, and 10 of them come back, and what they report is, we cannot go into the land of Israel, which is sort of hard to believe, because after surviving Egypt, surviving the Exodus, to have this generation of people say, no, we can't go into that promised land, is really interesting to think about. And what do they say? Why is it that we can't go in? Because the people there make us feel like grasshoppers. These people that are like giants, they just make us feel tiny. They make us feel small and terrible, right? And we've all felt that at moments too, where we felt like grasshoppers for whatever reason it is in our lives. But what I'd like to focus on is not a time you felt like a grasshopper, a time where you felt whole and holy, that you felt you were seen by someone else. And I invite you to turn to someone around you, someone next to you or nearby, and share a time in which you felt truly seen for the wholeness and the holiness of who you are. A time where you felt truly seen in that B'Tselem Elohim sort of way. So turn to someone and share a time where you experienced that.
I feel really seen in therapy. Do you have any ideas of
I'm a pretty shy person, except when I've got this in my hand. And then my personality comes out.
So you feel seen when you get to express yourself through music?
Yeah. It's much more natural. Otherwise, I don't really care to talk about myself.
I honestly feel that. I feel like there's, I feel like when you're expressing yourself through creativity and specifically in music, for me, singing for me, I feel most authentically myself.
Yeah. I get it totally.
And it's a different language, right? So I mean, it's like, especially if you're with people who can jam, you seem like a jammer. You can get in any situation you play. You're tuning into like a totally different
Public speaking. but in just one-to-one conversation, social groups,
Yeah.
care to be seen, just go away. You do a lot of singing?
I do. I'm usually at Willow on Friday night. I work in the Girl Down the Street.
Which Willow?
At the University of Denver. Yeah. So I'm the director there. Yeah, so we have fun every Friday. It's so fun. But it's so fun to have a team.
You should leave some stuff you normally leave. You don't have to go by the script.
Probably, you know, I think there's it's better, especially since Eitan's not here to
I've been doing this with Eitan only for a few months.
Really?
I did it for years and years at a different show. Road Epsilon.
Okay, that's usually where I am on Saturday.
Oh, all those years at Kansas, something like Saul Rosen. He
He's a great guy.
Yeah, that was part of his business.
Oh, that's so great. You guys had a radio?
Yeah, Eric Shabbat.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh my gosh. That's so nice. I'm glad you have a community here and you found ways to express yourself. What do you do during the day?
Lawyer. How about you? Still a full-time job for you?
It is more than full-time job.
Is there much of a Jewish presence at the
Yeah, we estimate there's 500 students. This year we made almost 400. Right. So, we had a good community. A solid like 30 to 40 every Shabbat. So, yeah, it's really nice. I'm very grateful. And hopefully maybe, you know, when the school starts up again, maybe we can collaborate and, you know, have a Azamra Musical Kabbalat Shabbat. It would be really nice.
I'm sorry?
Coming back together.
Okay. Do you want to do the intro to this, or should I? Okay.
Coming back to Lucid. With Lucid, the first song. I'll just sing it.
Oh,
Okay.
Loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go.
We'll continue on the bottom of page 20 at the red triangle with Romemu.
Memu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki
We turn to page 22 for Anna Bakoach. It's now my pleasure to welcome Morty Kadovitz to share a kavanah for us.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Are we okay? I'm unaccustomed as I am to speaking publicly, or singing for that matter. First of all, how many people here is this their first time at an Azamra? Wonderful, and it's good to see new faces.
Yeah, welcome.
And familiar faces we haven't seen in quite some time. And again, I would just like to share, this is not all me, this is a collaboration. The display also came with advisement, not so much advisement, but help from rabbis, Rabbi Schulman, Rabbi Grunwald, from Amanda Eckhart, our education director. Is that coming through okay, Jeff? Oh, okay. So there we go. That's better. That better? Okay, cool. So I wanted to share a few words with us today. This is a big step for our shul. Tonight, where's Joel? Joel said something to me that I haven't seen Joel in a while. He said, "Thanks for helping me get us here tonight." I mean, thanks for helping us get here. I'm like, why did I push your car up the hill, or what do you mean? But it really was a wonderful thing to hear that, because we don't get here alone. We get here together. And whether it's whatever, we get here for Shabbat together, we get here on all of those notions, and we get here together. So I was doing some research, and I was looking up, and according to the ACLU, the ADL, and the Human Rights Campaign, and various other civil rights organizations, this year alone there have been over 500 anti-LGBTQ pieces of legislation introduced in Congress, state legislatures, local governments, and school boards all across this country. That's just this year alone, 2023. And some of these draconian measures have passed into law. And as Jewish people, we know how that feels. We know what it was like for the Jews of Spain, for example, who were either forced to convert to the Catholic Church or face expulsion, having their rights and their property stripped away from them. And those that did remain hid their Jewish identity, becoming closeted and invisible from public society. And what brought this about? What brought this persecution about were the fabricated stories from Torquemada. You know, you might have seen History of the World. You can't talk him out of anything. But what did he do? He was the Grand Inquisitor and began to create accusations of Jews using magical powers to harm Gentile children. And that was 531 years ago. It's only been 88 years since the Nuremberg laws were introduced, changing the everyday lives of Jews in Germany by making Jews legally different from their non-Jewish neighbors. And the outcome, we know, ended horribly with the Shoah, with the Holocaust. And although these memories are in our past, they're still in our rearview mirror. We can't forget that. There's a Kabbalistic myth about the creation of the world. The 16th century rabbi, Isaac Luria, who is considered the father of modern Kabbalah, taught that God brought forth light in fragile vessels. And the light was so powerful and so strong that the vessels were too fragile to contain it. So much so that the vessels shattered, scattering sparks everywhere. And people were then created, we were created, to collect those hidden sparks and repair the world, creating the mitzvah that empowers the Jewish tradition of tikkun olam. So tonight, as we welcome Shabbat together, we're taking a moment to recognize LGBTQ Pride Month as a Kahila Kedusha, a holy community. And as we do, we take time to reflect as a shul on ways that we can be more open and more welcoming, not just to our LGBTQ community, but our more diverse Jewish community with a commitment to inclusiveness and participation in synagogue life. We have approached this with our now new Warm and Welcoming Committee, led by, in partnership with Eitan Cantor, and lay leaders. Some of them are here tonight sharing this wonderful Shabbat with us this evening because we couldn't get there without them. We couldn't get here, Joel. Thanks for helping us get here. We couldn't get here without you. So in the days ahead, I'm going to ask all of us here that we remember to fulfill the mitzvah of tikkun olam by taking time to gather the sparks of light around us and inside of us, performing acts of social justice and loving kindness, chesed. And whether it be supporting parents of LGBTQ children or joining groups like PFLAG, which is the nation's largest organization dedicated to supporting, educating, and advocating for LGBTQ plus people and those who love them. Or celebrating simchas together, such as a same-sex wedding here on our own shul someday. Or the b'nai mitzvah of their children. And especially speaking up when the rights of LGBTQ people are under attack as we're seeing them today. Because through advocacy and personal conversation, we can achieve that. And finally, it is my hope that many of us here will join our shul and march with us at the Pride Parade on June 25th, starts at Cheeseman Park to Civic Center. And there's information on your tables about this as well as other resources. And as we do this, we'll gather sparks. We'll repair the brokenness of the past so we can achieve the ideal of being unbreakable in our values. And personally, I want to thank our clergy, both past and present, for creating a wider bridge for the Hebrew Educational Alliance. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Yasher Koach, Marty. Thank you for your powerful and important words for our community and beyond. We'll now welcome the Shabbat bride, the Shabbat partner, the Shabbat whoever we need in our lives on page 23 with Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor ben diborecha yishmi'anu elam yehuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shemo tiferet ve'litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechovenecha ki hi mekor haberacha rosh mikedem nesuka sof maaseh b'machshavati la. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha kumiti mitoch hafecha ra'la shevet benecha v'chalu yachamo alaychem la. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela.
Page 25.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela.
Second to last verse, page 25.
Yaminu small tivroti vet Adonai tarisi hayarish bein partim vesmecha venagila. Lecha Dodi
You may be seated. We continue on page 28 in the middle of the page with Sadi Katamar.
Are you going to do an intro? I'm going to do the melody from. Yeah. Are you going to do an intro? I'm doing the same tune as Yadid Nefesh.
Go for it.
Okay. Tad Sadi Ketamar.
Page. We're gonna Sadi Ka. We're skipping that one. Sadi Katamar. Ifra Ke'eret Bavanot Yizkeh Sheturi Bebeit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Oyenu Beseva Desheni Verananim Iyu Lehavi Ki Ashar Adonai Suri Velo Avlatabo. Eitan set the tone for us. Morty set the tone. Eitan set the tone for us nicely too, but Morty set the tone so nice for us in thinking about the different ways that we can take action, that we can be allies, that we can be supporters, and that we can acknowledge the work that needs to be done. So I'd like to invite us to have one more relational question before we transition into the Ma'ariv part of our service. If you are someone that identifies as LGBTQ+, I invite you to share what sort of support have you found to be helpful? What do you appreciate from allies in terms of support for yourself? And for others, I invite you to share, how can you be an ally to LGBTQ+ members in our community or in your communities? What is something or some things that you feel you can do to be an ally? So take a moment, turn to someone around you, and share in terms of something you feel has been helpful or supportive, or some way in which you can be an ally.
Sure. Okay. I think I'm gonna not play guitar yet. Maybe I'll just.
We rise, humbly hearted rise,
She knows this.
won't be divided, rise, with spirit to guide us, rise. We'll sing that together. We rise, humbly hearted rise, won't be divided, rise, with spirit to guide us, rise. One more time. We rise, humbly hearted rise, won't be divided, rise, with spirit to guide us, rise. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. divided. Rise with Spirit to guide us. Rise in hope, in prayer. We find ourselves here in hope, in prayer. We're right here in hope, in prayer. We find ourselves here in hope, in prayer. We're right here, we rise, humbly hearted, rise. We won't be divided, rise, with Spirit to guide us, I invite you to rise as you're able to, physically or spiritually, as we turn to page 39A for the Baruch Hu. Come on up, Rose. We'll continue on page 41 with the Shema. Page 41, you may be seated, physically or spiritually.
Uftam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha, Uftaftam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Please continue on your own on page 42. Adonai Elohechem Emet. I invite you to turn to page 47 at this time for the Ma'ariv Amidah, which you can use the words in the prayer book or in the words of your heart. We'll come back together in a few minutes with the Nigun. Page 47, please rise as you're able to. Shalom, Bimroma, Huya Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru Amen. Hoseh Shalom, Bimroma, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen. Oseh Shalom v'imromav hu ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen. Oseh Shalom imromav hu ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen. We'll continue our service on page 56 with Aleinu. Adonako, Late Gedula Leotzer Breshit, Shelo Asanu Kegli Haratzol, Velo Samanu Kemishpachot Adama, Shelo Sam Chelkenu Kaem, Vegor Aleinu Kecho Hamonam, Le'anachnu Korim, Umishlachavim Umodim, Lifnei Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'hashevota Elev Alecha Elev Avecha Ki Adonai Hu Elohim Ki Adonai Hu Elohim Emar V'haya Adonai Lemelech al kol haaretz Bayom ahu Bayom ahu Yeh Adonai echad U'shemo 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 echad. You may be seated to sit or stand as is your custom for Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found on page 58. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Bialma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. Bagala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mivorach leolam omeo maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran b'yama v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. You may be seated. Once again, I want to thank our davening team and musicians, David and Lily, Rebecca, Aaron, Avi, and Fran, and Andrea, who had a guest appearance, and Rose, who came up to lead Baruch Hu, and everyone for being here tonight. We'll be having a dinner following our blessings here tonight, and if you signed up, I hope you'll stay and enjoy our dinner. As Morty mentioned, we have information on the table related to our Pride Month. There are other Pride events that are coming up next weekend. On Friday at 6 o'clock at the JCC, there's a community-wide service that is really a collaboration amongst so many different clergy and community institutions around the city. Next Sunday is the Pride March and Festival, and those are some of the things in addition to all our other programs and events that you can find out more information about on the website. Tomorrow we have services here at 9:30 as usual, and we look forward to lots of programs throughout the summer here. And happy Father's Day. Thank you. Absolutely. So I invite you to rise as you're able to as we conclude our service with some blessings and songs, beginning with Shalom Aleichem, which is, I forget, it's not on here. Maybe someone can remind me what page it's on. I think it's right after, if anyone needs the words. 60, what'd you say? No, not play. It's in the home section, I think. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I'm in the right section. Just got to find the right prayer. It's 73. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi-melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi-melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi-melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedhem. Tzedhem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi-melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We'll now do some candle lighting. Beth, would you like to come up and light our candles for us tonight? Yeah, you, Beth.
Yes, Dad.
Not the Beth behind you. Do you know these ones, the push and push?
How do you do?
I think it's a.
this. I use matches.
There's
Oh,
matches too.
conveniently.
Oh, okay, I did it.
Oh, there we go. Oh, you got it, yeah.
Wow. It's a Shahadiana moment.
Yeah. Wow, that's like a torch. Oh. Yeah. Ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kichanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. We'll bless all the children that are here presently, which is not a lot because many of the children are at camp. But we'll also send blessing vibes to all children everywhere. We'll do the last part of the blessing for all our children, which is on the bottom of page 75. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Okay, and now Kiddush. Please join me, page 76. Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzevam, Vayachal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, Vayishpot vayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa, Vayavarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i, Vayikadesh oto, Kivo Shabbat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim laso. Savri l'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kichanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'yava uvratzon inhilanu zikaron l'maseh v'reishit ki hu yom tefila lemikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziyat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ava u'ratzon inhaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh Shabbat. All right, well, forego hand washing and wash in spirit, because there is no water. Although there's a lot of water outside, which we're thankful for. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. P'tei avon. We'll end with Oseh Shalom, and thank you for being here and being supportive of our group-led, group-made service here tonight.
Oseh Shalom B'Roma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Roma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru, Shalom B'Roma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru, Amen. Amen. Shabbat Shalom.